Here we... So very cool. Let's start the music up. Here we go. Impactful music indeed. Good. Let's just get right to the training. This is gonna be a very long training round, I imagine. This is not just some short shit I came up with on the spot. As I think I explained it somewhat yesterday, how this practice was basically inevitable. But yeah, you can see in the bottom right, in the bottom left, you can see exactly what I have planned. Holy shit, my stream is ugly looking. What the fuck is up with that? Holy shit, why is it so low? Oh, that's just mine. Oh, okay. Let me go to 1080p. Like, that's still not 1080p. Oh, that's somewhat better. Whatever. It is what it is. Alright, let me just pause the music. I want to hear what it sounds like on stream. Oh, that's just mine. Oh, okay. Let me go to 1080p. Yeah, that sounds perfectly fine. Alright, so it's very simple. There's nothing that really needs to be explained here. I mean, it's quite self-explanatory what's going on. Just look at the bottom left and you'll know exactly what I'm doing here. We are not going back into the game until those goals have been accomplished. And we are also doing them in order. So yeah. That's all this is really gonna be. So yeah, it's gonna take a while. This is gonna take a little while. But I think that is a good idea. Obviously, if I think that what I'm doing is going a bit too far, obviously plans will change. But for now, this is what it is. So yeah, very simple stuff. Nah, you can't do some whack shit like that. Alright. I need to find the perfect position here. Okay, so get into the corner. Like that. And a bit away. That's too that's too much. There. And then align with the corner. Alright. We got something. Oh yeah, also, I don't know why I did it in the beginning, but I'm not doing this as my, for practice for 2 because I'm so consistent at this already. Just playing it is a waste of time. So, I will not be doing that. I don't know why I did it in the beginning, I just thought I had to. God, I love ToFax music. It's so good. Honestly, ToFax music fits with this tower. No! The easy jump, god dang it. Hmm. Yeah. Maybe the guy was right. This jump is pretty RNG. I just would like to not believe so. Whoa. One, two. Dang it! Dang it, that jump is being a bitch. Oh, bounce. Ah, why does that happen? I don't get it. It happens every now and then where I just get like, yeah, whatever. Oh, damn. Hmm. Hmm. I'm wondering if this is even worth doing. Because I'm afraid that the consistency that I'm gonna gain from doing this is only going to be consistency that's gonna be temporary, you know what I mean? Like, this consistency that I'm gonna gain is only something that's gonna stay for as long. It's only something that's gonna be here while I'm grinding it, you know? And then once I leave, I'm gonna forget it. But I know that's not true. I did something similar with the Suffering Outside. When I played Suffering Outside, I was struggling so much in getting past and getting runs past the second half of 5. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna just go all out on practice. And then what I decided to do was, like, my solution was, okay, fine then. If this is the problem, I'm just gonna do a total of 5 whole runs of the second half of 5 through 10 without fail. I told myself, okay, 5 of those runs, and then after that I got there quickly. But the thing is, I kept on doing those floors over and over again, and then the very next day I started practicing. But the thing is, this is not the same scenario. Once I'm done with this 2 to 3 grind, right, I'm gonna go to 3 to 4, and then after that I'm going to 7 through 8, and 8 through 9, and then 9 through 10. You know what I'm getting at? So I'm wondering if I should just practice a 2 to 3 run, then a 3 to 4 run, and then a 2 to 4 run. And then I'm only going to do practice of the second half once I actually get runs to the second half, you know what I mean? But then it just feels like... Well, I landed in the hole, but then impressive. But then it just feels like... If I do that, then it just feels like that my runs to the second half are not even ones that are meant to be there for winning. It's just meant to be runs to see, okay, where do I... Okay, it's just meant to be runs like, okay, now I can consistently get here. Now I can practice the second half. I don't want that. I still want to be able to actually beat it once I get there, right? Obviously. But at the same time, it's probably not going to happen the first time around. So I'm thinking maybe I should change things up a bit, maybe? But at the same time, it's not like I'm gonna forget. Like, I won't be playing 4-1 for a while, right? Because of this practice thing I've been doing. I have decided that I'm gonna do. But I'm not gonna forget the consistency of this. So maybe I won't forget it for this either. I think I'll know. Because I wasn't scared of losing consistency of floors 1 through 4 on Suffering Outside when I decided to go in that little practice round that I did. So I think I should just go with this idea I have here. And then if it ever feels like, hey, the amount of consistency that I gained through doing what I've been doing is not enough, like I don't feel consistent, then I'm gonna need to do more. Or maybe I should just do a 2 to 3 and then a 3 to 4 and then a 2 to 4 run. Maybe I should do a 3 run first and then a 4 run to get back into the to get back into it on those floors. Because it has been a while since I've played them, especially 4. It's been a while. Nah. Okay. Okay, new plan then. So, my idea is I'm gonna do a 2 to 3 run, then a 3 to 4 run. After that, I'm also gonna do the, like, I'm gonna follow the exact list that I have, that is shown on screen, that is shown on the stream. I'm gonna follow that very list of runs. But once I have gotten the 3 to 4 run done, I'm also gonna start grinding the tower again. So what's gonna happen is once I've beaten those, how it's basically gonna go is okay. I just need to make sure I actually have time for this idea I have in here, because my idea is then I'm gonna do 2 hours of practice for a stream, and then the last hour of the stream plus the extra amount of time I may have is gonna be spent on grinding. So that's a 3-hour stream. Do I have time for that? I do, but what about when I get back to school after winter break? Do I have time for that? I just don't feel like an hour is enough. Like, we're grinding ToCR here. It's not gonna be enough. Alright, yeah, well, it doesn't really matter, because that hour grind is not meant to be there for the sake of actually getting to the second half. It's meant to be there for just continuously playing the first 4 floors. Or at least just, you know, not getting out of it. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I guess it just means I'm gonna have to, like, do my schoolwork faster in a more efficient way so that I have more time for this grind, because whatever grind I'm gonna have once I get to the second half, it's not gonna take a short amount of time. It's gonna take a long time. And as I said, I don't want to cheat. And for me, cheating also includes like an auto clicker or some shit like that allows me to stay within the game even after 20 minutes. I don't like doing that for a tower I haven't beaten yet. So that's not an option either. Okay, that's the plan then. All right, let me change the this little part then. Alright, cool. That's new plan. Alright, let's continue. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa! Holy shit. The landing of this jump is always awkward. What? How did that? What happened there? What? How did that happen? Ah, I hit the ball. Okay. So go a bit further down then, I suppose. Whoa. Don't fall. Oh, I hate that cylinder so much. Whoa, 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 whoa. So many walkouts right now. Okay, apparently I fell off there. Why did I get pushed out like that? What the fuck? No. That's a restart, man. And apparently I got pushed off that. Lovely. I love the consistency with this shit right now. God, this thing is awful, man. What the fuck, man? This shit isn't... What happens if I just hold W? Yeah, I'll fall off. What if I... Nope, can't even turn in the slightest. Yeah, the slightest turn, I'm done. Bro, I'm barely even turning. Huh. I hate this fucking rap so much. It's so stupid. Because I don't get how it's anything other than RNG, you know? Huh. Never thought, what if I just treated it like I did that, Oh yeah, that makes sense. Let me just try and do that again. Yeah, that actually works pretty well. Okay. I'm treating this jump the way that I treat this jump. You know, the final jump of 3, this one. Great. Yeah. What? Why did that not work? Yeah, now I'm just fooling around. But yeah, that's how I'm treating this jump from now on. Let me just try it one more time. Yeah, that works very well. Huh, holy shit. Nice. Yeah, no, I'm not doing the wrap from that side. This jump is hard to get right. Ah, that's how you do it. Okay, so you turn before you even jump. Huh, interesting. Yeah. Alright, I think I can go back to doing the 2 to 3 run. Obviously I fail once I get there. It's so typical, you practice and then you never make it once you finally get there. Hey, yo, sad music time. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 ba bum bum ba bum 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 ba 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 bum 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 ram bum. Nah, I failed it. I can't deny it. Ba bum 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 bum. Bum ba bum 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 bum. Ba 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 bum 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 ba bum 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 bum. Ah, that's bull. Suck my balls. These nuts. Oh my god. ¿En serio? I love walk-offs. Ah, first time I failed that in a while. Interesting. Oh god dang it, that was unfortunate. That was just a pure dum-dum. What? Bull crab. That was bullshit. Stop moving your fucking arms. I need them to align. There we go, thank you. Is there a way to turn those stupid movements off? I hate them. To make it more difficult for me to align. I've always wondered if I should ever count walk-offs in a situation like this, because yeah, they can happen in a real run, but it's not my fault, you know. I always wondered. And then also dumb fails like that. It's like, yeah, it could happen, but it's very unlikely. I understand if I fail to hit my head, but that other thing is something that's just so rare to happen that counting it is just like, why should I waste my time on counting that? Why should I waste a run? Because I need to count every single kind of fail that happens. Doesn't matter what kind of fail it is, it counts. Like, bruh, isn't that stupid? When we hit the train for consistency. I don't know. I don't know. Why did I keep on going like that? What the fuck? My character just kept on being like. Practicing is tougher when you do it like this, man. Especially on a tower like this. The fact that I just did that, I'm not very good at wall hopping. Pretty cool. I think, honestly, the reason why it's harder for me to do this practice is because I find it hard to see that it's really necessary. Because I have been making progress. It's not like I'm in a stale, like I was with Tower of Suffering Outside, where I just barely got anywhere ever. I'd spend like multiple runs a day, and I would only get attempts at beating my PB. Because I was bad? No, I just didn't get there very much. To the PB, that is. Yeah, sure, I'm not making a lot of progress here, but I am making progress. I just don't see how it's necessary right now. Like, I understand how it could be beneficial, but necessary? Like, at the end of the day, like I said, this is just a game, man. I'm just here to have fun. And obviously, when you do something like this, where you also try and beat your new hardest, that you're gonna have to put a bit more into it, and instead of, you can't just use the excuse of this game and just need to have fun and just do whatever you want. Because I also have a goal in mind. You know what I'm saying? I have to work for it. So doing this would be beneficial, but is it really necessary right now? I understand how this is a pretty smart idea, but like now I don't see it, man. Why am I getting walked off here all the time? I just don't see why I should do it right now. Because I have been making progress, even if it's small progress. You know? It's just tough to get myself to do it because I just don't see how it's entirely necessary as of right now. Now that I'm here, I'm like, it just, like, is it worth it? I don't know, man. I genuinely don't know. Because I got a new PB yesterday, man. Like yesterday, before I got my PB was here. I failed the rap from here to there. My PB got all the way up to here. Not a lot, but it's somewhere. You know? So yeah, it's just tough to really see why I should do this right now. Yeah. I don't see it. I don't see it. Like, yeah, sure, nice, but like, come on, not now. I'm not struggling that much. Maybe just a run of 3 or something like that. Because I am struggling here. Like, this, and this I'm struggling with. Like, this rep. That rap's a bitch. I just don't know, man. I don't know what I should do right now. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm genuinely at a loss. I don't know. God damn, man. What should be done? I genuinely have no idea of what to do, man. I'm lost. Alright. I think I'll just stick to the plan. Because the thing is, I'm struggling to see how this is going to be useful. So since I don't know, why not just figure it out? Then I know whether I should do whether something like this in the future is going to be a smart idea. So let's try it out. That's the game plan. I'm inside of this. Can I? Wait. I can. Cool. hate this thing. Alright, I think I've come up with a new plan. The new plan is for every stream. Yeah. Because, I mean, progress is showing itself. I've been doing this floor over and over again. I'm getting much better at it, so it's working, that's for sure. My new idea was just to change up the practice to be more like I practice like an hour or something. You know, I'm just gonna practice until I feel like it's enough. Then we're gonna go into real runs again, see where it goes. And then when I start up a new stream, I'm just gonna. My idea was I'm gonna keep my practice going, and what I mean by that is that I'm gonna continue to have my little that means I'm gonna continue to have my little box of runs that I need to do. You know? That was basically it. I'm just going to continue to have that box of runs that need to be done. And then the thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to practice, be like, okay, I've been doing well. Let me go back into the game and grind. But then that just makes the runs seem pointless, because what's the point of the runs then? Then I think what should be done instead is I'm just gonna practice, then be like, okay, I'm struggling here. Let me do a run of like this. Like the reason why I do, for example, a run of 2 to 3 that has to be one big go of both floors, it's not actually for the sake of getting consistent at both floors, but it's specifically for floor 2. Because I know it's going to be very hard to do 2 and then do 3 immediately after. That's a tough one. So the point of this is that I expect myself to fail a good chunk of times at 3, which allows for me to have a bunch of runs at 2 that I'm going to need to do. And that's going to make me a lot more consistent at 2. So a run of 3 to 4 is for the sake of floor 3, not floor 4. Because I'm going to fail this floor a lot. That means I'm going to have a lot of runs on floor 3. That's the entire point of this little idea of doing 2 floors in a row. For this tower specifically. For some towers it may be easy to do 2 floors in a row, but not this one. That's why I'm not having it be more than just 2 floors. Except for the last one, as you can see, that's 2 through 4. But that one might be pointless. I don't know. So that means I don't really need to beat floor 3. I just need a bunch of runs into it that I do, you know? So yeah. That's the idea, right? That's the idea. I don't know. This practice is tough to figure out what's the best way to go about it. It's much harder than I thought. I was so confident yesterday, and I still am right now that it's a good idea to practice, but why now? How exactly to do it and all that? It's just my brain is going on overload. Like even though I just earlier decided to just go for this, I'm still thinking, well, what's the point? Because I just found another flaw in my little practice idea. What's the point in doing a run of 2 to 3 if all I'm really caring about is getting consistent at 2? Why not just have me do like 6 floor 2 runs instead? Why not that? Why not do that instead? Instead of forcing myself to beat floor 3 as well. Well, that's because there's also another goal in here. It's also just to prove to myself that I can beat those 2 floors in a row. But that doesn't really matter if I can do that. I need the consistency of it, man. I want the consistency to be able to beat floor 2 and 3 in a row. I mean, I've gotten a lot better at 2 today. There's no doubt about that. So should I just stop grinding 2 and go straight to 3? And then do the same at 4? don't know. I'm fucking dead right now. I don't know what to do. It's tough, man. What's better? What's the right way to go about this? What's the right way to go about this? What is the best way? I have no idea. This is so fucking tough. Let's think of it like this. What's the point of practice? Well, that's... You're not good enough. That's something. So you need to get better. So I think one should consider, what right now am I struggling at? Do I think that with my current skill at each floor would I be able to beat them? Would I be able to beat a run of this tower in a reasonable amount of time without having to rely too much on luck or a fluke? No, I don't think so. Hvad?
What is it?
Hvad?
What is it?
Hvad?
What is it?
Hvad?
Hvad er der?
Nå, ikke noget.
Hvordan kan man samle mig, der trækker vejret op? Jeg kan ikke prøve at puste det med mikrofonen.
Nej.
Hvorfor ikke? Stop.
Alright. I've come to a conclusion. The best thing to do is to continue with this training that I have. My reasoning is that, first of all, let me tell you why I was struggling. It's because I failed to see why this was purposeful. The reason why I thought that was because I'm not struggling that much, that doing this excessive amount of training would be something that I would consider to be purposeful. And I compared it to my grind with Tower of Suffering outside, where I basically had made no progress for multiple days. And the thing is, I literally just got a PB yesterday in this tower, so I am making some progress. The thing is just that I've come to the conclusion that I still believe it's worth doing this. Why? Well, let me also tell you another one of my doubts. Another one of my doubts was that practicing a single floor at a time whenever I grind my new hardest for other towers and just doing one single run of each individual floor. That was always something that worked just fine. But the thing is, I've never done a jump like this in the game before when it comes to my new hardest. So that simple strategy just doesn't really apply to this, you know? Because it's not as easy to gain consistency here. So the question I ask myself is, do I think it's likely for me to beat this tower with my current skill, with my current consistency? Is it likely that I'll beat this tower without having to rely on something of luck or a fluke? No, I don't think so. Another question I ask myself is it likely that if I were to get to the second half, would I be able to beat it within my first try there? No. Am I saying that I have to? No, but when I get there, it's not like it's just a run that I can just leave. You know, it's not like, oh, I got here, oh, new PB, cool, let's leave. No, I'm not just gonna do that. I can't just do that. I've got a fucking net made. A massive one. I'm at least gonna spend 3 hours on that. So I want to be able to know that there is a reasonable chance that I can beat it once I get there, you know? Once again, not saying that I have to, but just there is, like, I gotta believe that once I'm there, there's a chance that I can beat it. Do I think that now with my current skill? I don't think so. I don't think I'm consistent enough. So I need to get more consistent. My counter, and that's why I believe that my current idea is a good idea. And also considering the fact that it worked extremely well when I did Suffering Outside, I think that this is a very good idea. Now, my counterpoint was that, well, it doesn't matter to practice this part yet because you haven't gotten here. The thing, you have practiced all floors, you have a strategy for each jump, you can do each jump, you know you can do each individual floor because you've done an entire run of each floor without fail. Without a single fail. Like I've beaten the entirety of 6 without cheating or anything, the entirety of 7, 8, 9, and 10 respectively. Right? So you know you can do it. So why not just wait to practice those until you get there? Do 1 and 2, and then, oh, there's a roadblock at 2 now. This is all of a sudden becoming a problem. Well, then you leave, you go into practice, you figure out what to do. Maybe you just practice that specific jump. Maybe you do what I'm doing right now, where you have to do an entire run of 2, like multiple runs of 2. Or you have to do a run of 2 to 3. Alright, cool. Then you've done that. Now you go back into grinding again. You continue, then you find your next roadblock. Then you go back into practice, fix that roadblock, and maybe do a little extra. Alright, then you do that over and over again until you reach the top and you reach the win pad, right? That was my counterpoint. So here was the thing that was blocking me from figuring out which route I had to take. The net. Let's say I decided on my second idea. I would probably get a run to the net faster. But the thing is, if I had to follow that strat, I would continuously go back and forth here. And with my current skill and consistency, even after 3 hours, I don't think I would get further than 8. I don't think I would be able to get to 9. I don't think so. So that means it's basically guaranteed to fail, but that's to be expected. After all, I'm only going into practice whenever I find a roadblock, right? True. But then I leave. I've lost my net. Now I go into practice. I practice the roadblock, and I'll probably also practice a bit of 9 and 10. Then I go back again. I find my next roadblock. Maybe it's going to be at 9 or 10. Then I leave after like 3 hours because it's the net. I'm not just going to leave immediately. Because there's literally no way I'm going to fall below 5. Not below 6. Below 6. So that means I'm going to leave again. Then I'm going to come back. After I've beaten that roadblock. And then who knows, I might find more roadblocks than I initially had expected. I will have so many net runs that it's just going to disappear. And having a net of this size for a tower that's this big of a jump in difficulty for me, it's not just like something you just do. You don't just leave a net like that. So, I think the right idea is to get more consistent at the net, so that there is a chance that I can actually beat it on the first time I actually get here. That I think is reasonable for a tower like this. Because this is a net. It's not just one button that skips like half floor. This literally saves me from even possibly falling below floor 6. There's no way I can do it. I would have to search for a route myself to do that. You know? So. So, now that I think about it, maybe that is actually the best idea. Yeah, sure, I may lose a bunch of net runs, but me thinking that the net is that precious might actually be my downfall. At the end of the day, there's no point in trying something out without you knowing properly what needs to be checked out. Because, I mean, I already know the problem jumps here. Oh. Oopsie daisy. I already know the problem jumps of this. The problem jumps here on 6 are landing on here. And then it's from here to there. And then that's it. Sure, they're all the hard jumps, but they're on Roblox right now. But they might be later, but the thing is, I don't know if they're gonna be. So there's no point in practicing them right now. Ones I know for sure are Roblox, those are the ones I'm gonna point out. Those are the ones that I'm gonna point out. This, and this, and the flip from here to there. That's free. That's free on that floor. Where I can't even land. Why can't I move? What the fuck? Did I toggle UI mode again? How is it that I... There we go. Bro, what the fuck? I can't move. My keyboard... My spacebar works, but I can't press... Why can't I move, mate? What the fuck? Yeah, my keys work. What's happening? This one? No, what's happening? I'm genuinely confused. What's happening right now? God dang it. Usually it's the UI navigation mode that makes it weird. But no, not this time. Now it's working. Yeah. No, walk off. You know what? Hallo? Du bist so hilarious. Geschoffen. von Düsseldorf. Sprechen. Oh ja. Ah! Nej, det skal det ikke. Nu har lige tænkt om næste gang. Jeg har brug for, at det aldrig sker igen. Ellers er der kraftedeme problemer, bro. Ja, jeg ved godt, hvad det er. Ikke en dyt. Ja, det kan jeg da godt. Ja. All right. Come to the conclusion. The reason why I used to have my old idea of just doing one run per floor was fine in practice was because that's all I needed to get consistent. I just needed to be consistent enough to be like, okay, I can get somewhere. I don't believe I can that right now. The reason is you gotta at least get that level of consistency before you do runs. And then after that, you're slowly going to figure out which jumps are going to become roadblocks, and then you're going to practice and do those. But right now, I already know they're going to be there. Like, sure, I know that as well during the other times, but I don't know where they are. I don't know what it could possibly be. I know exactly what it could be here. Well, that's actually pretty bad way of phrasing it. Let me put it differently. I know it's guaranteed that if I were to get somewhere or far, it wouldn't really be because I'm that good, it would just be because I happen to get one good run, you know. I don't want that to be how I get there. I want it to be because there was a reasonable chance I could get there. There was always that for all my other grinds because, well, I didn't do that big of a jump usually in difficulty, so it wouldn't be that big of a deal. is like the fact that I grinded the floor and that was it. The fact that that was enough. It's like, well, yeah, then I don't need to do anymore. But this tower is not that. I don't feel comfortable in my chances of winning or my chances of getting to the second half. So I need to do a bit more practice here. So yeah. So basically I was right in both of my ideas of practicing. The thing is just like, for example, I'm pretty happy with my ability at 2 right now. I'm pretty happy with it, but I would like to get a bit better. God dang it, this jump sucks balls. Bro, why? It literally worked before. What's up? Bro, it worked perfectly before. What's happening? This literally makes no sense. Could I do some weird shit like that? I mean, it works. But apparently not that time, obviously. Because why should it? Why should there be any level of consistency here? Alright, new strat there. There we go, nice. But yeah. I'm getting sort of comfortable with 2. So I don't really find it necessary to continue anymore. Almost. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Alright. So, I imagine that I've just been babbling along. And nobody is... I know nobody is watching, but nobody really understood what the fuck I was trying to say there. And apparently that was enough to shove me off? How? That makes no sense, whatever. Bro, land? There we go, Jesus. But yeah. So basically my entire dilemma has just been, oh, I don't know what the best way of practicing is. One is, I'm going to make sure that I'm consistent before I even grind. And the other one is, I grind, find the problems, and then I grind after. The problem is, both of those are correct. But and the thing is, you should do both, but at different times. The entire thing of, I'm going to get consistent enough before I even practice. That's literally what I do when I start grinding a tower. I go into a tower. Did I do this jump? I don't recall. But yeah, that's literally what I do when I go into a tower. First, as I grind. I go into it grind each individual floor finding strats, and then I do a run of each floor. To know, just to make sure that I know that I can beat them. And then I'm confident that, oh, now I have the skills I need, now I can go and beat it. It's literally what I've always been doing. But for some reason in my head, I didn't register that, and that's why I was having this dilemma of being like, oh, which way of practicing should I do? Bro, I do both. The thing is just in your head, in my head, I have told myself that, oh, this idea of finding strats and then doing a run of each floor, and then that's it. Like, the idea of that being the formula has been the thing that has been messing with me, because that's not it. The reason why I've been doing that and thought of it as a formula is because it's always worked so far. It's always been enough. But not this time. I remember when I finished practicing, I was like I finished practicing, I had found all the strats I needed, I had done a run of each floor, and I was like, I did not feel confident. And yet I was like, it's what, I just did what I've always done. So, I'm just gonna go in and grind now. No. You don't do that. Because you're not good enough. And you don't feel confident. You don't feel confident because you know you're not consistent enough to be able to beat this tower. Within a reasonable amount of time. So you need to go back and practice. But because I didn't think that way, I thought that the formula I had in my head was all I needed to do. Because I had that formula and stuck to it, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go in and grind. And then I'm gonna do what I usually do. And I'll just find the roadblocks and then practice them along the way. But the thing is, I always knew that literally every jump in this tower was gonna be a roadblock because I was not consistent at any fucking floor. The only floor I'm consistent at right now is 1. That's it. 1. And I'm pretty good at 2, but I'm struggling with this part and after. Right now. And I know that this is gonna be a tower where no matter what, you're never really gonna be fully consistent. It's just that hard. You would need to be someone who's at horrific level or unreal level for you to feel that way, I think. Or you would have to just be playing this tower a heck of a lot. So yeah, I just need to feel confident that I can win. That there's a chance of that. And after that, I go in and grind. But yeah. And the idea of practicing roadblocks as you find them, that's also what you've always been doing. But that's after you feel confident that you can beat the tower. I don't even feel that yet. So I need to feel that first. So yes, I do need to go back in here and practice. I do. So here we are. I think using my old formula would be a great idea of using that as a start for your practice, but not the entire practice. Alright, finally. So yeah, that means I'm also going to change my little thing here. So yeah, floor 1 I'm happy with, floor 2 not entirely. I completely forgot what to do there. Bro, why do I get hit by that fucking cylinder? Whatever. Bro, I'm not. I'm literally forgetting what to do here. There we go. That's what you do. Fucking hate this jump, man. God damn, this fucking part, I hate it so much. All right. I think I'm almost done with 2. Ah, suck it. Yeah, as you can see, I'm getting much better too, which is nice. Bruh! God. God bless my soul.
Olé! Begynder du at lukke ned, ven?
Hvad?
Du skal begynde at lukke ned nu.
Mhm. AT. Alright, I'm leaving now.